Peace to the tribe. Hello, welcome in. I am Nudiamonds, and I hope everyone out there is doing well today. Um, I had I had a message this rising. I kind of wanted to do a deep dive on what will happen for the next 6 months, but this rising, I had got a special message from Spirit. Um, Today is the presidential election, and the message that I kind of got was the royal rulers will be elected and selected today. The chosen ones, people who have chosen themselves during this journey, during this spiritual evolution, this spiritual growth. And there will be a process happening within the next 6 months that we need to be aware of. All right. So, yeah, my initial thing was to break down, what's going to happen for the next 6 months, give my predictions, pull some cards, and deep dive on that. But the message I got this rising was very intrusive. I'll say that much. It was very beautiful message. And it was about the royal rulers rising, rise of the royal rulers. And there will be a process happening over the next 6 months to the chosen ones, okay? The people who have the royal bloodlines, the people who have put in the work to elevate and ascend on this earthly plane, okay? But basically, the royal rulers will be getting elected today. The selection is made today. And then in February, the inauguration, in Aquarius season, there will be this crowning, this initiation, this something will be happening. And then in Taurus season, the rise of the royal rulers will happen. Okay. So, yeah, this is just kind of something that I got while I was doing this breakdown. It's pretty clear as day. The message is clear as day, just due to the alignments in the planets, the alignments in the stars, the alignments in the cosmos. It's kind of hard to miss. So expect for other people to start picking up on this energy, start talking about this energy. It's really rise of the Aquarian age, rise of the golden age. And yeah, the reason why I kind of really want to do this video, the whole purpose, what made me tap into doing this video was the new moon on November 11th, that 111. I had noticed that the new moon was at the ninth degree. And for the next 6 months, the new moon will be at the ninth degree. And I also checked the full moon. Okay, the full moon in Taurus, wow, will be at the 23rd degree for the next 6 months. Okay, the ninth degree is Sagittarius. That's that kickoff, that philosophy, that higher education, that mind body connecting to ascend to higher realms. That 9 is completion, birth, and the 23rd degree for the full moon is attributed to Aquarius. And I feel like this will be that initiation for that. And it's also happening in Taurus. That fixed cross axis is aligned, is initiated, is sparked. And that is that kickoff for this royal rulership, okay? That I have Taurus, what I desire, Scorpio, because we're in Scorpio season right now. And I know Aquarius, I'm a creative ruler, Leo, for that fixed axis. So it's this fixed axis. And I say that because this 6 month of the full moon and the new moon being at the same degree will be broken by a fixed cross in Taurus in Taurus season. So let's jump into it. Let's deep dive into these alignments. I'm going to give a quick breakdown for them because these are my notes. Okay, so if you came here for something quick, if you ain't got patience to heed the message, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, but this is going to be I'm just going to run down the alignments. and some things I think may happen during this time. Like I said, this is a 6 months predictive astrology reading. So yeah, we're just gonna see what pops up, what pops out, and yeah, expect the unexpected, expect it to be ignited, and expect big changes during these next 6 months, because wow, something is going to be birthed within us and ignited within us during this time. Okay. So yeah, like I said, for the next 6 months, we have the new moon at the ninth degree. The ninth degree is attributed to Sagittarius, and then the full moon will be at the 23rd degree, and that is attributed to Aquarius. Okay, and that's what started this video. I was like, hey, this is at the next 6 months. Hey, let's just deep dive into what could pop up for these next 6 months. Okay, so on 11/11, all right, we have Venus going into Capricorn. So I feel like during this time, you know, whatever we've been cultivating, our values, really having that discipline with love, discipline with money, we will see some type of reward, those wishes coming true, that 11/11. 11 is also attributed to Aquarius. Okay, so I feel like all of this stuff just happening around this time is no coincidence. There's a lot of alignments that goes back into this Aquarian energy, this Aquarian age, this Aquarian energy. Okay. All right. Then on the 15th, November 15th, 11:15, we have the full moon in Taurus at the 23rd degree. And then we have Saturn moving out of retrograde. So, wow, what are the odds that we have Venus going into Capricorn, was attributed to Saturn, and then 4 days later we have Saturn coming out of this long retrograde. Okay, so it's kind of like this moving into our rewards, moving into this new rulership, this new authority, this new power, this new leadership, that father figure. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is all about that go-getter, that boss, that entrepreneur, that father figure, that structure, that discipline. And I feel like over these past couple of months, if you've been really focusing on discipline, structure, grounded, patience, you know, that father time, that Saturn's return, then you will see some type of peak at this reward. Okay, that 11/11, that wishes and that dreams coming true. Something will be cultivated during this full moon, that you will see something coming to a head. And then Taurus is also attributed to Venus. So, wow, there will be something abundant coming in, whether that be love, whether that be opportunities, businesses, things that we value, money. There will be some type of power ignited, some type of abundance ignited during this time, that will give you a peek at what's to come for these next 6 months. Okay. Also, this month, this 11 energy, I'm telling y'all. Okay, so 11/19, November 19th, we have Pluto going into Aquarius. It's been a long time coming. Okay, so Pluto is moving out of Capricorn. Okay, that Capricorn energy that has been cultivating these couple of weeks is finally moving out. It's been there for, I believe, about 9 months. That 369 energy, and it is moving into Aquarius finally. So something may have you kind of had some inclination on something 9 months ago, some type of spark, some type of like intuitive gesture to make 9 months ago, that you've been working on cultivating, that will start to bloom, will start to peak. That seed that you planted 9 months ago, that baby that you've been working on and nourishing, starting to give birth. So something will happen, something will be birthed at this time. And I feel like it will be the powers that dwell within us. The power that lies within us will be ignited at this time. That age of Aquarius, very powerful week. That Pluto going into Aquarius. I'll do a whole nother breakdown on that energy, because I feel like this will be a huge shift for the generation, and that's something we should prepare for. So this will be a little taste, like I said, a little taste at that, wishes, desires, rewards, future, fame, humanitarian, revolutionary, renaissance, being a leader, and knowing who you are, that intuitive, that spiritual inclination of being your unique self. Something will happen and something will rise at this time, okay? All right, and then we have December 7th, okay? Neptune at the 27th degree in Pisces moves out of retrograde, which is, like I said, that spiritual energy, that 12-7 energy is something, that 12 is also that Piscean energy. So that, like I said, that spiritual energy, something being move forward spiritually, taking the first step forward, moving more into that spiritual royal rulership, during this time with Neptune finally coming out of retrograde, which I thought was pretty interesting. We have Saturn coming out of retrograde and we have Neptune coming out of retrograde. So these huge, big, gas, giant planets finally coming out of retrograde. So things that you have learned spiritually, coming to a head, things that you have learned about yourself, deep diving into your shadow self, that cultivation of that shadow work, that deep diving, that healing yourself, that nourishing yourself, that nourishing that inner child, believing in yourself, tapping into your spiritual side, that imagination, something will finally be ignited and move forward. Then also the same day, we have Mars at the 6th degree going into retrograde. Okay. So Mars is in Leo. Like I said, this fixed axis, this fixed cross energy is heavily in this chart. It's heavily ignited in the chart. And Mars, we all know, is fiery Aries energy, passion, initiation, masculine energy, divine masculine energy, and it's in Leo. So igniting those igniting those desires of the heart, igniting those dreams, and kind of going back into that, getting back into those heart's desires, and deep diving into that during this time, okay? And I said this was going to be a very powerful week due to that Neptune going out of retrograde and then Mars going into retrograde, and it will be going back into Cancer, okay? Then 1221, these numbers have been popping up. If you guys have been watching my readings, they've been coming out in cards. Just this 12 energy, this 21 energy, this 3 energy, this Trinity energy. 3 and 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So this 369 energy, this manifestation energy has just been coming up. This mirroring energy with that 12 and that 21. Portals opening. The mind is the temple is the body. Okay, like I said, that Trinity energy will be ignited during this winter solstice. So that 1221 energy, that Capricorn energy, that boss, that father figure, that structure, that time is up. I'm hearing time is up. All right. Time is of the essence. Divine timing will be ignited during this 1221, during this winter solstice, during this Capricorn season. All right. And it is a mutable cross during 1221, during December 21st. And immutable cross is all about being flexible, all about going with the flow, all about being open to new things, being open to this new way, as we go into this hibernation season. And I also will be doing a detox. I'll let you guys know more about that. But I do this detox. This will be my 4th year doing my 30-day detox during the winter to tap more into the ancestors and the way how they used to do things. During the winter, they will hibernate. Everything, dies during this time, metaphysically. So I like to just eat fruits and vegetables during that time to align with the earth, with nature, with the ancestors at this time. So yeah, that is for 1221. Then also January 7th. Oh, yeah, January 7th. The 1 and the 7, we have Mars going back into Cancer, and it will be in opposition of Pluto in Aquarius. Okay. So, and this will all be happening on a fixed / cardinal cross axis. So Mars going back into Cancer. I feel like this is us getting really tapped back into our family structure, going back into initiating things with our family, our ancestors, our roots, going back into healing. Like I said, going back in, going internal, that hibernation, because this is still winter season. And this will be a time to just really deep dive within yourself, going within yourself, deep diving within those cells, detoxing, nourishing, getting rest, and loving yourself and pouring into yourself during this time. Also getting like rise of the ancestors, going back into initiation to be have this internal flame lit during this time. Because this will be a time where the ancestors will light their fires, you know, gather around the campfire to tell their stories, to keep warm during the winter season. All right. And also with that being in opposition of Pluto. So I feel like you will have to balance that with the generations, going back into yourself to propel forward for the future generations. Okay. Make sure that you're nourishing yourself and healing yourself and having the right discipline, operating out of emotional intelligence to nourish the future, and have the right mindset moving forward. All right. I also feel like something will be transpired during this time, but we'll just have to wait and see. All right. Then 129, the beginning of Aquarius season. Woo! Kickoff, take off. All right. I really feel like this is where things will start to shift. That at the end of January, beginning of February, we will see, we will feel, we will hear certain things. That's crazy because it's taking me back to when I was in the shower this rising. I heard a divine mother voice talking. But anyway, Aquarius season, I put powerful, something powerful will happen due to the sun, Pluto, the moon, and Mercury will all be in Aquarius. Okay. So, the masculine, the feminine, the death and the rebirth of communication for this humanitarian energy, this revolutionary energy to kick off. Okay. And North Node goes into Pisces this day. So the North Node has been in Aries, I believe, all year. And out of all times, this Aquarian, as soon as we get into this Aquarian season, this Aquarian shift with Pluto going into Aquarius, the sun, moon, Mercury, and Pluto, all, like I said, all being in Aquarius, then the North Node going into Pisces. So this shift, a huge shift. And Uranus at the 23rd degree comes out of retrograde. So Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. The 23rd degree is attributed to Aquarius. And this happening in Aquarius season. Then we have all of these huge planets, Pluto, Mercury, Sun, and the Moon, all in Aquarius season. The North Node going into Pisces. So I feel like it's going to be a big spiritual shift for the collective. Our powers getting ignited, our balance of divine masculine, divine feminine coming together as one, divine communication and a rebirth. Okay, it's giving me Renaissance energy. So we'll be getting some type of messages, some type of inclination, especially if you've been mastering yourself, being your unique self, because Uranus is in Taurus. So that unique values of yourself, values of money, values of abundance, values of love, values of things that we truly care about. All of these things will be ignited at this time. And if you've been operating from your higher self, something great, something divine, that inauguration, okay, during this time, choosing yourself, being crowned as a royal ruler, to be a royal leader at this time. But I put golden age of Aquarius starts. All right. And that takes me back to this vision I had where I was talking on the phone to someone, and we were talking about the age of Aquarius and everything being gold. Everything was gold in my vision. In my dream, I had a dream, I was talking, and everything was like holographic holograms. We were using holograms. It gave me the sense of the Jetsons, all right, being in this futuristic time, and everything was gold. So having a golden heart, having a golden mind, that gold mind, that God body, all right, something will be ignited during this time, all right, that Aquarius season, very powerful time, all right. Then February 4th, we have Jupiter goes out of retrograde, all right, at the 11th degree. 11th degree is attributed to Aquarius as well, all right. And Jupiter is the biggest planet. So big things popping off, that big royal rulership coming into play. Lots of good fortune, abundance, prosperity, rulership, fame, that godlike essence, that divine essence pouring in at this time, all right? Because this is all still during Aquarius season. So these Aquarius season will be very powerful due to Uranus coming out of retrograde, Jupiter coming out of retrograde, Pluto coming out of retrograde, Neptune coming out of retrograde, and they all will be out of retrograde during this Aquarius season, all right? And then also, the Super Bowl is that day, all right? So expect the unexpected when it comes to the Super Bowl. I don't know what will happen, but my spirit was saying get your popcorn because it's going to be a good show, all right? So, yeah. Then we also have that 2/19, February 19th, Pisces season. The Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node all be in Pisces, okay? Neptune and the North Node will both be at the 28th degree, all right? So this is a huge shift, okay? Just for the collective with that Neptune and North Node, I feel like something spiritually would take off. Your soul, something with your soul, something with your spirit, spirituality being ignited at this time with that Pisces energy. Very intuitive, very psychic, very imaginative, dreams, maybe becoming true. Your physical dreams, you may be having a lot of different dreams at this time. Prophetic dreams. It's giving a sense of like this Piscean, old Piscean age leaving and the start of this spiritual rulership. So people gifts coming online, spiritual gifts, prophets, high priestess, oracles, all of this will be ignited during this time, okay? Then February 23rd, the 2/23, all right, Mars at the 17th degree in Cancer will be moving out of retrograde. So this shift will happen, and I feel like we start to have more clear, be more clear with our emotions, be more clear with our intentions, be more clear with what our heart's desires at this time. And when it comes to healing ourselves, what it is that we want, what it is that we want to cultivate, seeds that we've been planting, seeds that we've been nourishing, because this is all still kind of like winter season, the end of winter season and starting to move into that spring. So this will be like the end of some type of turmoil, the end of that last cycle, to push forward into this new cycle. I feel like that's what that will be about, because everything will kind of be out of retrograde. Everything will be moving forward in a more positive way at this time. So yeah, look out for that. And then March, the 16th, 3/16, Venus will be retrograde at the 6th degree. Mercury will be retrograde at the 9th degree. In Aries, and it will be opposition of the moon and Lilith in Libra, okay? So I feel like old values, old ways that we communicate, will be reviewed. They will be up for review, and we'll kind of be going back into old values, going back into old ways of communication, and really tapping into our divine feminine side, tapping into our intuitive side, and not being ashamed of being who we are. Just really speaking our piece, speaking our truth, honoring our energy, and being more aligned with our divine feminine, in our shadow selves, okay? Because that moon and that Lilith, I feel like the moon is the light of the dark, and the Lilith is the dark of the dark, okay? So it's the light side and the dark side to the moon. And I feel like, you know, that's that masculine and that feminine. I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like divine feminine energy, it has this mothering, nurturing side, and also has this ferocious, dark side. Like, don't play with my kids, don't play with my family, don't play with my loved ones. And also, I love my kids, I love my family, I love my loved ones, people that I care for. So it's this balance. I feel like all energies have that, but when it comes to this divine feminine energy, it can get very ferocious, okay? That Kalima energy, that Sekhmet energy, that Queen Khalifa energy, okay? It's a lot of other divine warriors, divine feminine energies, but those are just the top 3 that I could think of. But I feel like it's going to be a balance with that, a balance with relationship with yourself, and not being afraid to express that at this time, okay? Then in April, the beginning of Aries season, on 4/5, we have Saturn and Venus. Venus is retrograde. Saturn and Venus will both be in Pisces at the 25th degree. And then the North Node and Mercury will be at the 26th degree in Pisces. So we have Saturn and Venus at the 25th degree. And then we have the North Node and Mercury at the 26th degree. Okay, so they're basically, it's a kamikaze, it's a stellium in Pisces. And I feel like, and then this is the beginning of Aries season. So it's going to be this huge shift in power when it comes to releasing old values, and then really getting in tune with your soul's mission, communicating that, speaking that out, and having a divine connection with yourself, divine connection with spirit to move forward, and being initiated and ignited during this 4/5, this April, during this Aries energy. Because Aries is all about initiation, the start of spring, something springing forward, that rebirth, that fire, that masculine energy, that fire and desire that lies within, that passion, okay? And then also at the 27th, in April the 27th, that 4/27, the Taurus new moon will be at the 7th degree. And basically this whole 6 month, with the new moon being at the 9th degree and the full moon being at the 23rd degree, will be broken by a fixed cross, okay, in Taurus. So this full moon in Taurus will be highlighting something, igniting something. And then when we come to this new moon in Taurus on April 27th, 4/27, a new cycle will begin. I feel like this will be the rise of the royal rulers, with that fixed cross being there. I know I have what I desire, and I know I am a royal ruler. All right, so the royal bloodlines, the chosen ones, the Syrians, whatever you call yourself, anybody operating from a higher light, divine light, to open up their heart and share with the collective, to enlighten the collective, to be messengers of the divine, we will be ignited at this time, okay? So this is a huge collective change that the collective will be going through, and I can't wait to see what unfolds, all right? So yeah, let's get into pulling some cards to see what else Spirit may have to say about this energy. And yeah, I just really wanted to do that because I feel like I know something is going to happen, and we're going to be watching a lot of shifts, watching a lot of things transpire. And Spirit just told me, just sit back, relax, watch, and wait. This is going to be a show for you guys to remember. Okay, this is going to be that time that we all incarnated for, to watch this show, the unveiling, the age of Aquarius, the golden age, transpire and happen. And it is the rise of the royal rulers at this time. All right, so let's get into my alchemy element deck and see what is the general theme for this next 6 months. All right. Wow. And then I was trying to look for my white shirt, couldn't find my white shirt. And I was like, you know what, let me wear my purple. You know, that's a sign of royal rulership. Shout out to Alkebalon 44. He just dropped the colors. If you guys know, you know about Alkebalon. He said the color is purple. Watch that color play out. And then also the numbers was 12 and 21. And I thought that was pretty interesting because I feel like there will be a huge shift this winter. All right. But I also keep picking up it's going to be a lot of divine alignments, a lot of divine communication, a lot of divine intervention with this energy. So just be open to it all, because it's all for our greatest good. It's all for our highest good, and anything that isn't for us will fall away. All right. All right. So what is the message for this 6-month predictive thing? What's next? What to expect for these next 6 months, Spirit? Woo! 23. Aquarius energy. No way. No way. The way that flipped out. The way that just flipped out. Okay? So this is from the stardust in the sky to the star seeds to the water, from the rain, the droplets of rain dropping in the ocean. All right, that aquatic, that Aquarius, that information from the stars. I love this. I love it. All right, so that 23 again, like I said, this full moon. So this full moon coming up on the 15th will initiate this energy. Okay, we got a peak of it on the 1st. But this full moon in Taurus will initiate something, and then the completion of that will happen when the new moon in Taurus, and then that full moon in Scorpio for Taurus season. Wow, what's the odds, y'all? I'm so thankful for Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, it's just giving a divine alignment, ascension, quantum leaping, timeline jumping, tapping into higher realms, higher dimensions, Merkaba energy, Kundalini rising, being a master of your emotions, that one droplet of water rippling out, the ripple effect, the butterfly effect, and water, ocean, and star. This just has Aquarian energy all over it with the stars, because I think of the water bear. Okay, because Aquarius is Aquarius is a air sign, but it's pouring water. That water is pouring information. So yeah, it's going to be some type of huge thing. That blue, that icy blue. I just did my Atlantis, that Crystal City energy, that Aquarius energy is here. And something huge will be ignited. This is the bottom card. Wow. Like I said, that Crystal City. So we're getting rid of old ways of the mind, old constructs of the mind, and our crowns will be illuminated. This gives me a sense of that royal rulership, all right, being crowned, and us coming into our power, all right? So let me read this card. 23, also the values of ourselves, mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, getting in alignment to take off, to tap into what our heart's desires. And our heart is the key to these higher realms, all right? So let me find. Okay, so it says star. It said, we live in a beautiful, abundant ecosystem of symbolic interdependence. Generosity is a fundamental law of this planet. The more we give, the more life we can sustain itself, which creates more life, which creates more abundance, which creates greater and greater realms of majesty in which we get to play. Yay, nature. When you give yourself with kindness, you inspire and enrich the lives of others as well as yourself. Giving creates a natural energetic flow that ripples out into the community and the world at large. Every act of generosity in a way of remembering our interconnectivity and our oneness. Like a drop of rain falling from the sky, returning home to the ocean, like a star in the sky that exists to remind us that we ourselves are made of stardust and that anything and everything is possible. Wow. Expect the unexpected. All right. It's about to get, things are about to shift. Anything is possible. I feel like there will be a huge divine intervention during this time. So you guys get ready. All right. Let's tap into my Destiny Oracle and see what is another message. Wow. I love this card. And the fact that the 23, I said that 23 for 6 months, that Aquarian energy. And then 5 is Leo. That's opposite of Aquarius. So yeah, I know I am a creative ruler. Royal rulership being activated at this time. All right. Rise of the spiritual. Wow, what flipped out? Taking risks. Taking risks, rising above, rising high. So don't be afraid to tap into your power at this time. Portals open with the sky being open. Leaps and bounds. All right, looking at things from a higher perspective. That's also something I seen in my meditation this morning. I seen a hangman. So looking at things from a different perspective. We are divinely guided, divinely protected, and we are soaring higher and rising above. All right, take off. Things taking flight. What's the bottom card? Forgiveness. So opening up, forgiving yourself and forgiving others at this time. All right. That, like I said, the ways of the heart. That's the key to the heart. The key to the higher dimensions is your heart. All right. So your heart has to be as light as a feather to ascend. You can't have this heavy weight on your heart. Okay. Operate out of love. Forgive yourself and forgive others at this time. All right, get into my shamanic deck. We're going to see what is a message here for these next 6 months. Wow. Leaps and bounds. I'm hearing things will take off. Taking leaps and bounds, jumping like leaps and bounds. I'm seeing like Superman. Superpowers activated. What's the top card? Perception at 9. Yes. I said the new moon is at the 9th degree and the full moon is at the 23rd degree. I can't make it up, y'all. Then what did I say? That hangman energy, that perception, that perspective, having a different perspective, balance of that masculine and that feminine, that light and that dark. All right. So making sure that you are balanced, operating from your higher self, acknowledging your lower self, and in full control of yourself, self-mastery, master of your emotions, master of your mind, mastermind, and continuing to push forward and take leaps and bounds and trusting yourself, trusting your spirit, trusting your intuition, and continuing to push forward as we go through these next 6 months. These next 6 months will be very transformative. So just get ready, you guys. What's the bottom card? Integration with the 33. 369. Okay, 3 times 3. What did I say? Integration. So we're going through a huge integration. I feel like this is the middle. This will be the middle point. That February energy is giving February energy. We'll be integrating a lot. All right, with these 2 diamonds here, triple diamond, light body, rainbow, kundalini with the snake here, kundalini activations, gifts activated, crowns enlightened, being grounded and rooted, intuition, new life, new birth, new things, energy radiating out, what is that? Mastery, spiritual mastery, master builders, and master teachers. This will be the rise of the master teachers with that 33. Divine connection and divine intelligence. All right. That's the real AI, is the divine intelligence. All right. All right. Let's get into my higher self deck and see what is a message here from the higher self soon as I cut it. Soon as I cut. Age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius. Okay. Age of Aquarius, golden age, is giving that energy. I can't make it up. The golden age, portals. All right, that's the next card. As I'm cutting it, I'm just cutting it and looking at the cards. Music. I just was singing. The way spirit works. Ooh, ancestors. Okay. I'm loving it. All right, spirit, what's the message? Whoa, that flipped right on out. Mastery. What did I say? Self-mastery, rulership. All right. Moving to higher levels, higher grounds, with ancestors at the bottom. All right. Ancestors are proud of you. Rising above. The ancestors lie within us, within our DNA. The more we continue to master ourselves, the more we unlock certain gifts of the past. All right. It says spiritually high rank, ascended mastery. Top is lonely because the bottom is too crowded. Keep pushing higher or forward. Consciously staying elevated, disciplined, preparing for challenges, and hermit. Yeah. So that self-mastery, rising above, all right, these lower natures, all right, with that taking risks. Rising above, stay elevated, keep your vibes high, keep your frequency high at all times, and don't let anything weigh you down or try to pull you down at this time, all right? All right, so I'm going to get into the tarot deck and we're going to see what is a more detailed message for these next 6 months. What could possibly come up and come out? But we got ocean and star, taking risks, perception, and mastery. Wow. That's giving a sense of like the royal rulers. Who's a master, ascendant master, a ruler, bloodline. All right. Then also the bottom cards was forgiveness, integration, and ancestors. So the ancestors returning. This is kind of something that I'm hearing. Whoa, that just shot right on out. Judgment. Great judgment. Everybody is under great judgment right now. Being watched over, being looked at. That's kind of the message that I got today. We've been under judgment and being tested. Watching how we will move through this energy. Spirit has been watching us. Ancestors, the Most High, angelic beings have been watching over us and watching how we've been moving through this energy. And it's a sense of those who have done the work will be victorious. There will be a rebirth. We will rise. What did I say? Rise of the royal rulers. Rise of the royal rulers with this water, this tidal wave in the back, that Aquarian age, that water, okay, with that 20. So a reset in values, hearing the divine message, hearing the calls from spirit. And this is giving me like a rise of the royal rulers, rise of the chosen ones. We will be victorious. We are victorious as we continue to push through this energy and let go of old things. All right. Wow. Okay. Yes. Wow. 10. We got the 20 and the 10, the 3. All right. The 10 of swords. So this is, letting go of old things. Whenever I see this card, it always makes me think death to the physical and rise of the spiritual. This is a Gemini card, Sun in Gemini. And as you can see, there's darkness here, and then the sun is starting to rise. some type of, I don't know why I keep hearing backstabbing. Watch out for the false prophets. Watch out for the false invasion. Watch out for the false leaders. Pay them no mind. Go within and tap into your intuition. All right, with these 10 of swords here. There will be a huge rebirth, a huge spiritual rebirth during this time. During the winter time, I'm hearing during the winter time, there will be a huge spiritual rebirth. And stay focused on yourself. Continue to heal yourself. Make sure you keep your immune systems up with herbs and minerals. Make sure you're not malnutrition. Lots of water. Stay hydrated and get lots of rest. Okay, so that's something that I'm hearing for this December energy. All right. Wow. What's another message, Spirit, for these next 6 months? Something to come for these next 6 months. I'm super excited. I got some very profound messages and visions this rising. And I'm just like, wow, how I was supposed to do my 6-month video. Spirit said, combined it. It all goes together. So I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to share this information with you guys so we can prepare the best way. Because, you know, my favorite saying is, I heard if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. All right. Okay. So I'm going to cut it. Bottom card, Queen of Swords. Yep. Our mind elevating. All right. What's the top card? Yes. Be a lot of ego clashes, a lot of personality clashes, a lot of fights, a lot of Spirit saying there'll be a lot of things going on the outside, a lot of fights, a lot of chaos, a lot of distractions, a lot of people operating from ego, people who haven't done their shadow work, people who haven't worked on healing themselves, people who don't really love themselves. They will be at war with themselves, okay? And just continue to have compassion is something I'm hearing. I heard compassion, love. Continue to have compassion for those who aren't operating on the same frequency. Don't look down on these people. Extend a helping hand if you can. If they want to collaborate, then offer that. But left behind, I'm hearing left behind. These are people who are left behind. All right. So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the old ways of the world. A lot of things will be left behind during this time. Okay. Wow. Yes. And this is time. Like I said, you can work with them if you want, or this is a good time to go within and work with the collective with the same mindset as you. Okay. Ever since I did that Crystal City video, this remind me of the inner earth beings. Okay. So people who go within to do the work, people who do the internal work. All right. Because this is the 3 of Pentacles and they are inside the cathedral, inside the church, inside of the temple, working together. All right. So that's what it's about. It's about working together as a collective, doing it together, working on a project. This is giving like I said, that Aquarian energy, the group, the friends, the people with the like minds, the conscious community, spiritual community coming together and working together for a greatest good. All right. So building some type of something, going within, going in hibernation. This is still giving like that December energy because we're about to basically, be in December. So yeah, this is kind of like going within, hibernating and working together. So that would be best for us to do that. I just got the chills. The best thing for us to do is just continue to work together and work on our projects. Use our tools, our spiritual tools to continue to elevate and ascend, whatever tools you like to use. I love crystals, okay? Crystal jewelry made by me, newdiamonds.net. Okay. Also, whatever vices you like to use, meditation, grounding, detoxing, praying, listening to music, whatever works for you to help you tap into this energy, continue to do that. Okay. So what are some more things that will happen during these next 6 months, Spirit. So it's giving a sense of judgment. There will be the death to some old value, and a rise of new values. Yes. Four of Swords. So yeah, dormant gifts being activated. Ooh, Spirit saying this is February. February, that Aquarius season. Gifts will be activated. That gold mind, that gold body, that light body. All right. Angelic beings watching over us. Inner child happy and proud of us. Our inner child working with our higher selves to elevate. Meditation. Aligning that mind, body, and soul. This is also giving ancestors as well with this coffin here. All right. So that gold mind, that gold body. Resting, integrating to activate our DNA and to help us attune to this energy. All right. Getting our mind, our body, and our hearts aligned with the divine and divine spirit. All right. Yeah. Walking away from old values, walking away from old things that don't serve us. This is like leaving the world behind, leaving everything behind, to tap into this higher energy, higher elevation, to tap into the Most High. All right. Yeah. If I'm one with the Most High, I most definitely leave everything behind. All right. So it's a sense of detachment, being able to detach from certain things to rise above and elevate and ascend with the Most High at this time. So I feel like this will be a mind thing, a huge mental thing at this time. All right. What's another message for these next 6 months, Spirit? Whoa, those just popped right on out. Whoa, we got the horses. Revelation. Death to the old values. What did I say? But we got to have patience. The royal rulers coming in, the ancestors coming in, divine warriors. We have an army behind us. Wow, this is giving a sense of those four horsemen. That revelations, Knight of Pentacles, nurturing our values, nurturing our seeds, having patience, not being stubborn, and then death. This is wow, this death card is speaking to me. This death card been coming out in all my readings too. So it's death to the old patriarchy, death to the old system, death to the death to the masculine that has not put in the work to honor the divine feminine. All right. So, death to people who aren't honoring the children and people who aren't pure of heart. Okay. Because when I look at this, I see a man here and he just laid out. All right. But we got the kid here that's protected. The horse is even lifted up his foot so it don't hurt the kids and the woman and the priest. And I see the priest as being a sense of purity. New things on the horizon. But this is like the Grim Reaper. When the Grim Reaper come in, when death come in, nobody is safe. And then this is 13. This is given February 13th. All right. So this is given some type of, like I said, that inauguration energy. All right. So be mindful of that. It'll be some type of peace, but there will also be some type of purge. All right. Wow. And then this just fell out. Yeah. New beginning, a renewed energy, with the Fool card being here. Yeah. With the Fool card being here. So there'll be a huge rebirth, a huge new journey, and the light will be shining on us. All right. This is giving a sense of like that, listening to spirit, heeding all of spirit's messages, flying, elevating, and ascending, and the light shining on us. We will have all our tools. We'll be renewed, and we will be, it's like this rebirth. It's like, because judgment is the first card, and then the Fool is the last card. Okay, so it's like we're going through this judgment, having this rebirth, this purity here, to tap into this new journey of this spiritual mastery. All right, being spiritual rulers, being royal rulers that we are at this time. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Swords and the Sun. Yeah, so it'll be a time of happiness, a time of joy, a time of play, with the bottom card being the King of Cups. So emotional mastery. During this turmoil, there will be a little bit of turmoil on the outside world, but I feel like we'll be so heavily protected and guided that these outside things won't even bother us at this time. Okay. Wow. So I love this spread. This is beautiful. There's going to be some beautiful things happening. Like I said, that golden age, as I'm seeing this. This is like I said, death to the spiritual, death to the physical, and rise of the spiritual. All right. Being a rebirth energy. Judgment as well, as I'm looking at the whole spread. Judgment, that apocalypse, that revelations, that 4 horsemen, the horses coming in, the black horse, the pale horse, for a renewed sense of self, of mastery at this time. Okay. I love that. This is beautiful. All right. So what are some blessings coming in? Some blessings, some abundance during this 6 months. What could we expect, Spirit? Okay, Spirit said, cut it and flip it. Flourish. May you thrive and blossom. Yeah, growing. The seeds growing. The seeds blooming. That purple. Royal rulers. All right. I love this. That crown chakra being activated and fully taken off. I want to get one more. Okay. That shot out fast. Intentions. And guess what? It's purple too. I love it. Yeah, rise of the royal rulers. Intentions. May you be called to begin. So may you thrive and blossom. May you be called to begin. Flourish in your intentions. Beautiful. What's the bottom card? Continue. May you trust this path. So we're on the right path, you guys. We just got to trust it. Have faith and continue to move forward. Something major is going to happen. And we just got to trust it, no matter how crazy and chaotic it may look. It is for our highest good, for this new journey to begin. All right. Let's get into my chakra deck for a final message. I love this. This is so much fun. So I'm like, I love doing these type of readings. Just very spontaneous. Experience like, hey, get up. Let's have some fun. Let's just do a predictive astrology reading for fun, right? Entertainment purposes. But, you know, if some things do come true, only time will tell. All right. So something just slipped out. Camel pose, opening. Ooh, open the doorway to your heart and discover the treasures within. What did I say? Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. With that 2 and that 6, all right? Open the doorway. And this is giving this energy. That golden. So our hearts will be enlightened. Our hearts will be golden, heart of gold to ascend. Gold minds to ascend. Yep. Goddess vibration truth. Allow the words and the actions to reflect your truth. Yeah. So keep continuing to speak your truth. Honor your truth. Spirit saying, yeah, that's confirmation on everything that you said. It will come to pass. Okay. So you guys just continue to keep operating from your hearts, elevating and listening to what Spirit has told you to do, what the Most High has told you to do, and follow your heart. All right, you guys. So that is my 6 months predictive astrology for these next 6 months. What to expect. I feel like we can expect greatness. We can expect for those seeds that we planted to bloom. We can expect for us to keep continuing to rise, our powers to be enhanced, and for our minds and our emotional mastery continue to be perfected by us, the more we deep dive within. And we are being divinely protected, divinely guided, and continue to go on this journey and trust in our intuition and trust in spirit at this time, okay? That is my energy reading. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys.